What's up, guys? I'm on the channel. What we're doing today, we're working on the jet ski. Oh, Wadios. We're gonna be working on the jet ski over there. We did get one of the parts over here. So what's going on with this jet ski is, I gotta play the dog. Give me the toy, baby girl. Give me the toy. Alright, sorry for that interruption, guys. We got a computer reader for the jet ski over here, so we're gonna unbox this real quick. Actually, did not. All I did was just unbox it out of its wrapper over there. It has the address and everything on it, so we didn't want that to go public yet. You know, in all honesty, you can find anyone's information nowadays. So as long as you have the person's name and everything, you can find everyone's freaking address and numbers and all that stuff. You pay the money. So this is like a scanner tool for the Seadoos. I believe it goes up to 2018, but with certain updates, it can do, depending on it, it can do up to 2025 or the new jet skis. So all that really depends. This is like a Chinese one. I think this is the OB. What is it called? All right. So this is an OBD Star, not the Speedoo or Seadoo Star or Seadoo Pro Star, whatever that one's called. So this is just your basic one here. You got ourselves let's see, power cord, USB. You got, I'm assuming that's what plugs into the jet ski. USB-C and power on. Check out the cables we got here. So this is the one you plug into the jet ski itself. All right, so this is your adapter, basically your extender. I'm assuming, oh, that was like an OBD2 port actually. So maybe this can do more than jet skis, or maybe there's, maybe they probably honestly just use the same cord for different things. So that was like an OBD2 port, but it adapts to your thing right here. So clip that in, and then you got your thing for the jet ski, and you got this very long cord, which is nice. They did charge it. All right. So let's boot up, and we'll just take a quick look at it. Right now, I gotta go to work. So right now I gotta go to work, so we're not gonna be able to do it right now, and plus it's raining off and on, and I'm not gonna try to jet ski when it's raining off and on, so we're probably, whenever it gets sunny out, after I get back, hopefully, hey! We're gonna go out there, check how this works, and we'll get into all the issues the jet ski has, and what we're looking for, and what's gonna happen, but. So welcome to OBD Star. So I guess you just gotta click some, not sure, I guess you guys just gotta do the whole scan through, except, so you can upgrade, data manage, personal settings, my data stream playback, uninstall model. So I'm probably gonna look at directions because I have no idea how this works. So, but we got booted up. So for the next thing now, we're just gonna go to the jet ski and figure out how this all works and look up videos and directions and everything. And you gotta love it. The directions are in Chinese. You gotta love it, but there's American side, thankfully. So, got something going there at least. So, alright, so first thing, actually, before we go out there, we're gonna have to power on, which we did already before. Register activation, so I can sign up and stuff like that. And then maybe have to scan some of this stuff. But I'm gonna get all that set up, and then we'll go out there and do the jet ski stuff. Alright, so what we're gonna do real quick, we're just gonna go hop on here, sadly with my dirty shoes. But we're gonna hop up, and we're gonna, first of all, screw screen's a little crappy, as you can see. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's a little crappy. But we're gonna, so we got a sensor indicator there. It's hard to see, but you gotta hit the mode 5 times. Oh no, it's set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. P1517 is our code, and that's it. That's loud. All right. So let me look it up one more time. Let me make sure that is the code for the compass. All right, so it is the code. P1517 is the compass out of range. So sorry, it's gonna be a little wacky. So it's gonna be a little like old-fashioned people vlogging where there's you're all just watching me do this shit without cameraman. So we gotta get this thing off right here. This is our little guy that will read us, we'll be like connected to our computer we bought. So got that there. We got our guy right here, so let's grab him. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna plug into this. Just like that. All right, we're plugged in. All right, we're plugged in right there. So we're going to turn this guy on. I'm assuming the key's got to be in. So first we're going to start with getting the codes out of this thing. We're going to check it and delete that code because we need to get rid of it. Not delete the code, we got to turn off the compass because there's no compass in this. So we just got to get rid of it. Who's parking out front of the car? Oh, Amazon's. Oh, interesting. I don't know, the one Amazon driver is broke down and they're gonna transfer everything to the other truck? Oh, I think so. Alright, and that's what it looks like. Hear that? It's a robbery happening. One or the other. Alright, back to the machine here, accept. Alright, I'll get back up to you guys after I figure out what this is exactly and what I need to do because I don't know what I'm doing here. Alright, so I figured out I had to upgrade it and stuff like that. So right now I think it's trying to connect, so we're gonna get this all plugged in. So let this kind of kick in. Let's see what's going on. So Seadoo BRP. Yeah, we'll go with that. Initialize your communication. Hopefully we're gonna be talking to this thing. Alright. So by system. Let's see, we go by system. What system would it be under? I know VSS. I know what VSS is, I think. Let's see. Communication error. She's on. Alright, so I just reset everything here. I'm just gonna, I guess this here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Alright, so DTCs. Alright, so compass out of range, active, so these are everything that's memorized. Can I clear TTCs? Alright, so we got something going on here. So these are all the codes. Now, P1517 is usually the computer, so it's just memorized. But I'm gonna see if any of these codes can cause a if any of these can actually cause a stall, which I'm assuming these guys can. And maybe it only does this real quick, and it doesn't pop up enough to go on to there. This might just be a computer issue. So, well, let's clear these guys. No, actually, no, not yet. I don't know what this is. Condition and possible cause for generating fault codes. See, damage. Oh, okay. Thank you. No servers actually available for fault. Wow. Okay. Well, thanks for the help. No hope. Thanks. All right. I know how to do this. Let's see this. Tell me how to do it. Connect items can refer to service manual for more detail. Thank you. I was hoping you'd tell me how to do it off of your machine. All right. So let's go back. Let's hit the back guy here. Oh, here you go. Read data stream. Alright, escape that. Special functions are here you go. I agree. Password 123, please. 123. Reset service options. Alright, compass. Alright, here you go. Compass. We'll turn that off. Exterior air temperature, lake water temperature, vehicle speed sensor, depth sounder. I don't think this have a depth sounder either, so we don't think we have a depth sounder. No, there's no depth sounder on this. I'll check that off too. Right, we don't have variable trim. We don't have variable trim, so that's good. All right, so write data. Write data. Okay. All right. So that should solve the one code. That should solve our map code. So solve that, thankfully. So that's how you solve your map code. Your compass code. I keep saying map. Compass code. All right. So we're gonna hit escape. All right, ECU information. So here's our ECU information. All right, nothing really here. Nothing really too much on that part. All right. So memorize. All right, so these are all the things I gotta do some research on and figure out what does this all mean and exactly. All right, guys, so it's dark out. It was kind of getting a little dark to even show you guys really anything was going on and what we're talking about. But long story short is I cleared out the compass code. I actually didn't say map this time. Cleared out that. I found out how to read the, basically data log, the jet ski and everything like that when we're driving. So the only thing I gotta look for is one, voltage. I gotta see if the voltage drops to 11 volts below that when it starts doing the issue. If it's doing that, that means the stator, which is the alternator on these engines, that means that that's not charging enough, and we need to change the stator, which we'll have to pull the engine out again, which I really don't feel like it, but I've done it many times now. It's not a big deal. Another thing is possibly we might have a ECU issue, which I just got done talking today with a mechanic at Seadoo itself, and he says, at least what I got from him, it might be a little off, but he said if it's an ECU issue, they don't make these ECUs anymore. People don't even work on ECUs anymore. And the ECU, the EPEM, EPEM, apparently there's an issue with them where it's like once they have an issue, they have an issue and you can't do anything about it. So that's a bummer. But for right now, one thing we're gonna be changing is gonna be an idle control solenoid, which basically controls the idle. And I also just cleared out the compass code, so hopefully we don't have an issue. Now I'm gonna when we go jet skiing on probably Friday or probably Saturday, most likely Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to clear all the codes out of the jet ski and see what codes come back and what are memorized, which are not. Because what I'm thinking is possibly the ECU could be popping up bad. So the ECU could be popping up bad. Now, maybe it pops up real quick, shuts the jet ski off, and before it can even send a signal, it shuts the jet ski off so it can't get a signal to the dash. So that's one possibility. So I think it's going to be more of a test and go kind of thing. So it's a data log it next time and see what happens. That's all we can do, just see with all those sensors that we can read. So on that note, guys, we're gonna end the video off here. Like I said, there's not much we can really do about the jet ski. If we want it to dark out too, we need to get in the water and test it. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. Comment down below if you have any questions about your jet skis or anything like that, or if you can help me out with mine if you have some similar issues, or maybe we can talk back and forth if maybe I can help you guys out if I solve the issue on mine. Subscribe to the channel, do what it takes for our dreams. Don't let anything get in your way. Stay Maverick. I'll see you guys next one.